What is an HOA? How much do they charge and what do they do exactly? That's what this video is about, and it's coming right up. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm really glad that you're here. If this is your first time visiting, my name is Andy Elliott. I work with DeSelms Real Estate here in Williamson County, Tennessee, and we serve the Nashville area. Remember to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified of new videos as they come along. Now let's talk about homeowners associations. So what is a homeowners association or an HOA? If you're thinking of buying a condo, townhome, or a single-family home with shared common areas like green space, swimming pools, tennis courts, security gates, even sidewalks, there's a good chance an HOA manages those amenities. An HOA, or a homeowners association, is made up of a board of individuals from the community who are elected by the homeowners. An HOA is designed to help ensure that a community looks its best, is properly maintained, and is a pleasant place to live. Maintenance and upkeep is the main purpose of an HOA. For example, if a pool pump quits, somebody's got to fix that before the pool turns green, right? Well, that's where the HOA steps in. Rather than expect individual homeowners to fix things, the HOA gets the job done. And in Tennessee, HOAs typically hire property management companies to oversee those repairs. So how much are HOA fees? To cover property maintenance expenses, HOAs collect dues or fees monthly, quarterly, or annually from community members. I've seen fees as low as $25 or $50 for minimally serviced communities, but $100 to $300 per month seems normal for well-serviced communities. High-rise condos can be much more. It just depends on the development and the services provided. Also, usually HOA fees are a little higher than monthly expenses require, so in the event of an emergency, the HOA has funds in reserve to handle things. For an example, if there are no reserves and a motorized gate breaks down or an elevator breaks down, the homeowners all share that expense in the form of an assessment. On the other hand, if there are reserves, then the repairs are just made. For larger financial decisions like paving roads or major upkeep like new roofs, the whole community gets to help decide, not just the board members. Remember to review the HOA financial documentation for any community that you're considering, just to make sure that it's being run responsibly. So let's talk about HOA rules and what you can expect. Along with maintenance of common areas and doing repairs, HOAs see to it that homeowners themselves follow certain rules and guidelines. These rules and guidelines are called codes, covenants, and restrictions, and they can be from strict to completely relaxed. And they can cover everything from the paint color on the outside of your house to the type of dog that you can own and everything in between. I had some buyers in a neighborhood just nearby here, and one of the things they had was a cat that they loved dearly. As we looked through the CC&R, one of the regulations was no cat will be allowed outside without a leash. They did not buy in that particular subdivision. And generally speaking, rules aren't made just to be setting rules. The goal, of course, is to create and foster a comfortable and respectful lifestyle for everybody. So just read through the codes, covenants, and restrictions yourself so that you know what you're getting into. And if you happen to run afoul of the HOA, those violations can run from no biggie to monetary fines, though the monetary fines seem to be pretty rare. Sometimes, and usually in older neighborhoods, there will be an HOA, but it's really just on paper because nobody enforces any of the rules. If that's the case and you're looking at a house that does have an HOA, but the neighborhood seems less than orderly, sometimes the best thing to do is just interview a few of the neighbors and they'll fill you in on what's happening. Well, here's the pros and cons of an HOA. I can't tell you the number of times I've had buyers say, I'll look at anything as long as there's no HOA. I just don't want someone telling me what to do. And if that's your view, an HOA may not be for you, and that is perfectly okay. Frankly, most Americans don't have an HOA, and pride of ownership takes care of all the situations. But if that's not the case, and you come home and there's cars parked all over the place, and there's trash cans left out all week, and lawns left unmowed for a month at a time, I mean, who wants to police that? I don't. I know I don't. That's exactly what an HOA can protect against. Here's a word about HOAs and home values. In a neighborhood where there's an effective HOA, values hold and usually increase versus a neighborhood that has no HOA or is not properly maintained. Selling a home in a community where residents don't maintain their space can be a real challenge, and if it's gotten out of hand, values suffer. So many times buyers will go in to see a home and what they'll say is, the home looks great, but I didn't like the drive coming in. That happens much less often in a well-maintained community. And here's the wrap up. The number of homeowners living in an area with an association is growing, from a mere 1% in 1970 to 25% today, according to the Foundation of Community Association Research. And as subdivisions continue to be built with more density per acre, you can certainly expect those numbers to rise. I hope this video has been helpful, and I hope you'll check out my other videos. Remember to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, leave a comment, maybe give me a like. Talk to you soon.